Hey there, with the holidays coming, I wanted to come on and talk for just a second about losing the heaviness of that all or nothing mentality. And I'm going to show you a demo here in just a minute about the way that your metabolism works. But first, I want to tell you a statistic. I call it a Bonnie Newland statistic. 80% of what you do determines 100% of your progress. 80% of the behaviors and habits that you do the majority of the time determine 100% of the progress that you're going to have on your health journey, whether that health journey is to lose inflammation, lose weight, get healthy, whatever it is. 80% of what you're doing on a day in and day out basis are going to determine 100% of whether or not you're actually going to get there. Let me break it down for you. And I'm going to use clementines to show you the big things in life that matter. So if I think about just basic metabolic health, eating protein, eating fiber, watching sodium, getting good sleep, lowering stress, getting a little bit of sunlight, making sure you get good vitamins and minerals, making sure you have vegetables in your diet, making sure that you have good hydration, making sure you de-stress, and making sure that you have some social outlet. Those are the big things that matter, right? That all play into metabolic health. They take up a lot of space in your body. These are the big habits that matter. The next thing is some habits that are really great. Getting in extra exercise, getting in more movement, maybe taking some supplements that you're deficient in, making sure that you're not drinking too much caffeine. Those things, they start to take up a lot of space too, right? They take up a decent amount of space if we wiggle those in there. And then lastly are all the things that can really throw a wrench in our progress. These are the things that are the oopsies, the screw ups, the splurge, the treats, whatever you call it in life. These are part of a lifestyle change and they have to be accepted and you just have to move on from them. In other words, if you never have these things, if you say, I'm never going to do any of these things, that's not realistic because there is no such thing as perfection. It's more about consistency, the 80%. So if you have these things that you're doing, no matter how much you put them in here, they're not taking away the space of everything else that you have in here. You can work them down in there, but they don't take away the importance and the size of the big things that you've done. I could keep going. I could keep pouring this whole thing in there, right? A whole 2 cups of rice are signifying some of these other things that we do. And sure, they may slow down your progress, but look what's holding everything together. The big cornerstone habits that you create are what are the fundamental foundations of your metabolic health. Then you've got some little extras in here, the blueberries, that help sweeten the deal. And then lastly, the rice are those things that, well, they just kind of happen. They maybe weren't, what you were planning on, but they happened and that's just part of life. They don't ruin your metabolism. They don't ruin your goals. They just may slow you down. As long as you're focusing on the big things, you're probably good to go. 80% of what you do determines 100% of your progress. What I will say is let's think about if we did this demonstration the opposite way. If we put the rice in first and that became our 80%, what would happen? The clementines and the blueberries would still be there, but they wouldn't be taking up the same amount of space because the rice would have them sitting higher, meaning that the rice would be the baseline, the oopsies, the splurges, the fast food, the alcohol. Those would be the baseline instead of the healthy habits. So I want you to think about this demonstration and hear me in your head saying 80% of what you do determines 100% of your progress. And know that if you do something that's out of character with your healthier lifestyle, that's fine. Just move forward. Don't have guilt about it. Don't have anxiety about it. Don't stress about it. You make it worse by doing that. Just move forward and get back to your healthful habits. I hope you have a happy, healthy holiday season.